there, you are watching Nightline with me, Zahir, Kelvin Abdullah. The top stories of global. Police freeze nearly 100 accounts linked to firms suspected of child exploitation. And Malaysia reports first Mpox case of the year in Malaysian with no travel history. His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim, the King of Malaysia, has decreed for the Royal Malaysian Police (PDRM) to conduct an immediate and comprehensive investigation into the alleged criminal misconduct and child exploitation linked to the Global Ikhwan Service and Business Holdings GISBH charity homes. His Majesty expressed his concerns about the matter following the publication of multiple news reports on the case. In a statement posted on his official Facebook page, Sultan Ibrahim called for a thorough investigation and prompt action to be taken regarding the case. He added that matters related to the faiths of Muslims should be preserved at all times and not to be taken lightly. His Majesty has also reminded all parties to refrain from making any extreme statements or remarks relating to religious issues, as it is sensitive and must be handled with care. On Wednesday, a series of raids were conducted in a special operation dubbed Op Global, which saw over 400 children and teenagers rescued from 20 charity homes in Negeri Sembilan and Selangor. Health screening on the rescued adolescents and minors have uncovered signs of both physical and emotional abuse on the victims. The police also confirmed that 13 children were victims of sodomy. An individual linked to GISBH is set to face charges for criminal intimidation on Wednesday morning. This is according to a statement to the media by the Kuala Lumpur police on Tuesday night. According to the details disclosed, the individual, a male, is set to face charges under Section 506 of the Penal Code at the Putrajaya Court at 8 a.m. The number of charges was undisclosed. Section 506 of the Penal Code carries imprisonment for a term that may extend to 2 years, a fine, or both upon conviction. Earlier, the police have frozen 96 bank accounts with over $500,000 ringgit belonging to GISBH. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Razaruddin Hussein said that the accounts currently hold over 581,000 ringgit in funds.
31 sen telah dibekukan di bawah Seksyen 44(1) Amlafa 2021 dan sebanyak 4 akaun telah pun ditutup. Bila yang kita siasat tu telah ditutup.
He added that 8 vehicles linked to the company were also seized. In the meantime, Razaruddin said that the police will submit 3 investigation papers to the Attorney General's Chambers, AGC, for further action. The case is being investigated under the Sexual Offences Against Children Act and the Penal Code. Meanwhile, police investigations into GISBH have revealed possible organised crime elements following the discovery that the charity homes are operating based on a clear organisational structure.
Contoh, saya bagi contoh. Di Selangor ni, contoh dia ada 20 lah. Dia ada 20 pusat rumah amal. 7 rumah amal akan dikatakan sebagai zon 1. 7 lagi mungkin zon 2. Dia begitu. Zon 1, zon 2 ni ada pula pengurus dia. Dia ada dia punya structure dia sendiri. Begitu. Jadi memang ada penjaga untuk kanak-kanak yang di bawah 6 tahun, 7 tahun ataupun 8 tahun ini oleh kakak-kakak atau abang-abang yang berumur 17 tahun.
He added that the organization's modus operandi include moving the children around frequently and housing them in various locations. The Selangor Fatwa Committee is expected to make an official ruling regarding the involvement of GISBH in any alleged deviant Islamic teachings. Selangor Islamic Religious Council, MAIS Chairman Tan Sri Abdul Aziz Muhammad Yusof said the council will submit all its findings on GISBH, which have been gathered since 2020 on alleged practices deviating from Islamic teachings and its alleged links to Al-Arqam. Aziz said MAIS has been investigating the allegation for the past 4 years and have had multiple discussions on it at a few MAIS committee meetings as well. The findings in the study involve the issue of GISBH's involvement in the Al-Arqam Group and its network's teachings, which have been declared haram since 1993. MAIS has also reiterated its commitment to combating the spread of teachings that deviate from Islam and said it will not compromise with GISBH or any other parties involved. He said the Slang Fatwa committee is also the rightful party to decide on the group's legitimacy in regards to Islamic teachings. In the meantime, Aziz stressed that strict enforcement will be implemented by MAIS through cooperation with various Islamic affairs agencies in Selangor in due time. The Health Ministry on Monday reported one new case of the Mpox virus infection of the Clade 2 variety. The case was detected in a male patient with no recent overseas travel history. Its Director General, Dr. Muhammad Radzi Abu Hassan, said the male patient began showing symptoms of fever, sore throat and cough on September 11, with rashes appearing on September 12. He said the patient has no history of travelling abroad in the past 21 days. He is currently in isolation and is reportedly stable. The Health Ministry is tracing all close contacts of the patient and will monitor their health according to the current strict standard operating procedures. According to Dr. Radzi, of the 58 cases of suspected Mpox that have been referred to the Health Ministry throughout the year, this one case was confirmed positive Mpox Clade 2 on September 16. With that, all 10 cases in Malaysia since July 26 last year are of the same variant. The halal industry can complement the Islamic economy as it is inclusive and comprehensive and gives a positive impact on the broader community. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim noted that the halal industry engages all segments of the community, including the farmers, fishermen, micro, small and medium enterprises, as well as retailers. Speaking during the launch of the Malaysia International Halal Showcase MIHAS 2024 on Tuesday, the Prime Minister said the halal industry has expanded to become more comprehensive and far-reaching.
Bagi saya dalam mencapai maksud ekonomi madani dan semangat maqasid itu, maqasid syariah itu, ia mesti menyantuni hampir keseluruhan rakyat. Industri kewangan berjaya dalam beberapa bidang dan kita akui, tetapi dengan industri halal, ia telah melebar kegiatan itu kepada suatu yang lebih menyeluruh.
In his speech, Anwar also expressed his appreciation to several foreign leaders, particularly from countries he recently visited, for their strong support of the halal industry and for acknowledging Malaysia's efforts in promoting it. He noted that they have shown significant interest in the halal industry and have recognized the role of the Malaysian government and authorities in driving its growth, adding that they are also seeking Malaysia's cooperation to boost trade and investment, including in halal-related sectors. Anwar said halal products can be globally competitive as the certification demands stricter standards than those generally accepted internationally.
Traditional understanding of halal is no pork. But the halal in our understanding and context now, which you can see in this spectacular exhibition, is a way to understand that it means health. It means a more sophisticated use of materials.
Meanwhile, he said support from the 66 countries participating in 2024 MIHAS demonstrates the vast potential of the halal industry at the global level. This gives an advantage to Malaysia, including exhibitors and visitors of various backgrounds, towards ensuring the success of the industry. At a separate event, the Prime Minister announced that Malaysia has achieved 43% of all 248 indicators of the latest Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. He explained that this achievement is far above the world average of 17%.
Kita harus tanya apakah pertamanya tahap pencapaian cita-cita ekonomi madani dan SDG ini sesuatu yang perlu bagi negara dan bagi manusia. Sekiranya jawapannya itu perlu, maka kita harus bergegas dengan upaya yang lebih untuk mencapai suatu prestasi yang lebih baik. Itu bagi saya tanda aras kita.
Therefore, he reaffirmed Malaysia's commitment to ensure that the country achieves these goals in a more spectacular manner because that is a reflection of what the Madani government stands for. Anwar added that the Madani government is deeply committed to addressing issues of values, humanity and compassion going beyond the current major pillars of the SDGs, which emphasize crucial economic, social and environmental imperatives. The number of victims affected by floods in Kedah and Pulau Pinang has increased significantly, with over 1,500 people affected. Currently, there are 18 temporary relief centres, PPS, open across the two states. In Kedah, the affected areas are Kulim, Kubang Pasu, Pendang and Pokok Sena. State Social Welfare JKM Director Dato' Zulkhairi Zainul Abidin reported that as of 8 p.m, the number of victims has increased to 1,435 individuals compared to 675 victims recorded at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. He said that the department is ensuring that the victims' welfare at the centres are taken care of by providing them with basic necessities, especially food and other essentials. Zulkhairi added that the existing food supply can accommodate over 10,000 victims over a period of 2 weeks. Meanwhile, in Pulau Pinang, 7 PPS have been opened in Seberang Perai. In Seberang Perai Tengah, 44 victims were evacuated to the centre at Sekolah Kebangsaan SK, Penanti and at Dewan Bukit Teh. 33 other victims were placed at Dewan Sungai Bakap and at Dewan MBPP Sanglang. Earlier on Tuesday, the Malaysian Meteorological Department issued a statement regarding continuous heavy rain which may last until Thursday. Among the states affected are Perlis, Kedah, Pulau Pinang and Perak. Frenchman admits to drugging and raping his wife. This and more from the foreign front when Nightline returns.
Adakah mesej pemasaran anda mencapai pelanggan yang secukupnya? Ketahui cara menarik perhatian pelanggan sasaran anda di seminar pemasaran wajib hadir percuma tahun ini, Omnia Advantage. Penjimatan sehingga 85% daripada kempen pengiklanan TV anda yang seterusnya. Daftar sekarang di omniaadvantage.com.
Kes ni memang kejam sebenarnya. Terlampau kejam sangat boleh melakukan perkara macam ni.
Iskandar, bangun. Api. Suspek dipercayai menggunakan minyak petrol yang dibeli untuk membakar pusat tahfiz berkenaan.
Dan kita tegur anak saya, dia tersipu-sipu je, dia malu. Itu last yang mana tu dia pergi naik atas.
Alah, dah habis tak sempat nak tengok.
Drama TV3 Mak? Tengok je lah, tonton.
Telefon nak buat?
Telefon Mak. Mula-mula Mak buka tonton, lepas tu tekan sign up here untuk buat akaun baru. Isi nombor telefon, email dengan password. Masukkan nombor TAC dan siap.
Ya, senang je. Jadi tengok dasar?
Boleh lah. Jadi dah drama Mak tu.
On to the foreign front, President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, on Tuesday presented a long-awaited list of nominees to make up the next European Commission. The chief has appointed 6 executive vice presidents who will be given greater leverage over the executive's business and oversee the work of a cluster of commissioners. This includes Spain's Teresa Ribera, France's Stéphane Séjourné, as well as Italy's Raffaele Fitto. The 3 remaining EVP positions have been handed to Estonia's former Prime Minister Kaja Kallas, as well as Romania's Roxana Minzatu and Finland's Henna Virkkunen. The new team will lead the bloc for the next 5 years as it faces challenges including wars, migration, climate change and economic competitiveness. In another development, the Frenchman accused of drugging his wife and recruiting dozens of strangers to rape her on Tuesday admitted to the various criminal charges in a closely watched trial. 71-year-old Dominique Pellicourt, who entered the court using a cane, said that he is a rapist just like the other 50 defendants in the mass trial. Addressing his wife, Gisèle Pellicourt, who stood in the middle of the court and looked directly at him as he testified, he said he regrets what he did and asks for forgiveness, even if it is unforgivable. Meanwhile, the other accused said they believe Gisèle Pellicourt was pretending to be asleep and had in fact consented to sex. If found guilty, the defendants could face up to 20 years in jail. Indonesian officials on Tuesday said the 4 people arrested recently on drug charges in Bali now face the death penalty. According to authorities, of the 4, 2 Thai nationals were arrested at the island's international airport on September 3rd for possession of methamphetamine, ecstasy and crystal MDMA. Later on, an Indonesian national was arrested at the same airport on September 8th, while a courier whose nationality was not given was also arrested. All 4 faced the death penalty if found guilty. Still in Indonesia, at least 1 person has died after a long weekend holiday turned into a nightmare in the country's West Java province as severe traffic congestion left travelers stranded for as long as 14 hours in the region of Puncak. Local media on Monday reported that the gridlock, described as the worst by many locals, occurred over the extended break to commemorate Prophet Muhammad's birthday. Police reported that over 140,000 vehicles crossed the Puncak area, double the capacity that the roads could accommodate, leading to the massive bottleneck. Impatient motorcyclists driving against traffic worsened the situation, bringing the flow to a complete halt. Amid the chaos, a 56-year-old tourist from East Jakarta reportedly died after being stuck in traffic for 9 hours. Authorities, however, denied that the traffic jam caused her death, citing underlying health conditions. National shuttlers off to a winning start. Sports action from the China Open when we come back.
Funny. Kelakar.
Saya terhibur sangat-sangat.
Ayah masa dekat atas pokok tu, Abang Ropi masa dia tengah feeling-feeling K-pop dia yang yang tak boleh nak terbang tu lah. Dekat betul dengan hati.
Saya paling suka yang part yang dia orang berlari tu.
Best lah cerita ni, like je.
Jarang dek tengok pontianak yang berat ni dek. Ada plot twist. Saya bagi 10 bintang.
8 lah, 8.
9 kot sebab Pak Ropi.
Yes. 8.5.
Siapa kata gali kubur kerja biasa-biasa?
Waris dia sebagai penggali kubur. Bila kamu dah bersedia, baru kamu boleh pegang cangkul ni.
Sebab dia kat KL tu tengah setia menanti acap.
Tunggu sampai korang jumpa awet misteri ni.
Allah! Hantu!
Terus berjaga sampai pagi dibuatnya. Penggali kubur dan Miss Sleepwalker mulai 18 September, Isnin hingga Khamis 10 malam. Terbaru di Samarinda TV3 dan stream juga melalui Tonton.
Guys, dekat tonton ada pelbagai drama dan filem Korea nombor 1. Seronoknya layan Oppa sampai pagi. Muat turun aplikasi tonton, semua favourite anda ada di sini.
Sports now, badminton, the 2024 China Open. The national contingent kicked off their campaign on a positive note with 4 doubles pairs storming into the second round on Tuesday. In the men's doubles event, professional shuttlers Go Surfei Nor Izzuddin Rumsani survived a huge scare before reaching the second round. The world number 12 pair had to work hard before overcoming China's Chen Boyang, Liu Yi in the grueling rubber set match 17-21, 21-12, 21-19. Awaiting the duo in the second round will be fellow compatriots Wan Muhammad Arif Shaharuddin Wan Junaidi, Yap Roy King. Joining them were Man Wei Chong, T Kai Woon, who defeated the Chinese pair of Zi Hao Nan, Zheng Wei Han in straight sets 21-17, 21-19 in the first round. They will face the winners of another first round match between the national duo Chung Honjian, Muhammad Haikal Nazri and South Korea's Kang Min Hyuk, Seo Sung Jae on Wednesday. In the mixed doubles event, professional pair Go Soon Huat Chevron Lai also advanced to the second round after defeating Singaporean pair Terry Hee Yong Kai, Jessica Tan Wei Han 21-13, 21-15. They will play Thailand's Supak Jomko, Supisara Poi Sampran next. Meanwhile, Malaysian badminton fans' hopes of seeing 2024 Paris bronze medalist Lee Zijia advance to the second round were unfulfilled. The world number 3 was outplayed by world number 14 Koki Watanabe of Japan, falling 15-21, 2-21 after just 29 minutes in the first round. Earlier, the country's sole representative in the women's singles, Go Jinwei, also suffered a first-round exit when she was sent packing 9-21, 21-12, 8-21 by Taiwan's Sung Xiu-yun. On to football, the AFC Champions League elite. Saudi Arabia's Al Nassr were held to a 1-1 draw with Al Shorta of Iraq in the first ever game of the revamped and rebranded tournament on Monday. Without their superstar Cristiano Ronaldo, Al Nassr still managed to take the lead after 14 minutes through Sultan Al Ghanam. However, the 1-0 lead was cut short as Muhammad Dawood drew level for Al Shorta 10 minutes later with a beautiful effort. Al Nassr, who were not the same without Ronaldo, found it tough to secure a winner and in the end had to settle for a point. Up next, Al Nassr will face Qatar's Al Rayyan at home on October 1st. Abang Bas released after posting 40,000 ringgit bail. The details after this breather.
Kes ni memang kejam sebenarnya. Terlampau kejam sangat boleh melakukan perkara macam ni.
Iskandar, bangun. Api.
Suspek dipercayai menggunakan minyak petrol yang dibeli untuk membakar pusat tahfiz berkenaan.
Dan kita tegur anak saya. Dia tersipu-sipu je, dia malu. Itu last yang mana tu dia pergi naik atas.
Tonton ada banyak drama dan filem Korea terbaik. Muat turun aplikasi tonton sekarang. Layan Oppa sampai pagi.
Fan Club dah sedia ke nak tengok artis kegemaran anda menang trofi ABPBH 36 secara langsung? Rebut tiket anda di www.tonton.com.my sebab tempat duduk sangatlah terhad. Tak sabarnya anugerah bintang popular berita harian 36. Untuk maklumat lanjut, layari www.tonton.com.my. ABPBH 36 eksklusif di TV3 dan boleh juga stream melalui Tonton. Teguh, kita bersama.
Welcome back. In Kelantan, the Road Transport Department (RTD) have detected 104 foreign vehicles from Thailand which have been in Malaysia for up to 3 years without possessing an International Circulation Permit (ICP). According to RTD Senior Enforcement Director Muhammad Kifli Mahasan, the vehicles were also found displaying fake registration plates. Kifli said that these violations were detected through a special operation carried out at the border entry checkpoints of the Immigration, Customs, Quarantine and Security ICQS complex at Rantau Panjang and Bukit Bunga from September 5th until Sunday.
Kesalahan yang paling serius yang kita kesan ialah kenderaan-kenderaan tersebut, kenderaan-kenderaan daripada Thailand tidak didaftarkan langsung dengan ICP. Ini merupakan satu kesalahan yang sangat besar kerana mereka mengambil kelonggaran yang telah diberikan untuk memasuki negara ini sejauh 2 kilometer.
He added that in the operation, action was taken against 104 vehicles, with 55 vehicles, including 2 motorcycles, seized. The department's branches in other states bordering Thailand, namely Kedah Police and Perak, have also been urged to take action to prevent such offences from reoccurring. The school bus driver detained at the correctional centre since last Tuesday for failing to post bail on sexual assault charges was released on Tuesday. The 24-year-old accused was released after posting the 40,000 ringgit bail at the Muar Court complex. The bail payment was carried out by his lawyer, Dato' Ahmad Zahir Muhaya, who took on the case pro bono after the man had spent more than a week at the correctional centre. Part of the bail was crowd-funded from his supporters and fans of his TikTok account. The bail involved 2 charges under the Sexual Offences Against Children Act and 1 charge under the Communications and Multimedia Act. Despite his release, the man is still subject to additional conditions set by the Muar and Batu Pahat Sessions Court. These conditions include reporting to the nearest police station at the beginning of each month, refraining from interfering with or communicating with the victim or prosecution witnesses, as well as surrendering his passport to the court. Commenting on the backlash against the TikToker, Ahmad Zahir said the man has the right to justice through the proper legal channels in court. He said the family plans to take legal action against individuals, including celebrities, who are accused of inciting suspicion and criticism towards him during his detention unless they issue an apology. As Nightline draws to a close this time around, we leave you with visuals of a Maulidur Rasul parade held at Bandar Sri Damansara Surau Al Muhajirin. With that, I'm Zahir, Kelvin Abdullah. Thank you for watching and stay safe.